Every Wednesday, I like to come on here and just talk to you a little bit about some business tips for wine glass painting parties and running your own wine glass painting party business. And just, like I said, go over some business tips for that. And today we're going to talk about photos. Now, I think that photos are really important to do during your classes. And this actually applies to same thing with both in-person classes and online classes. For in-person classes, you would take definitely a lot more photos than you would for online classes. Now, just for instance, for online classes, most of them are going to be like the screenshots. So make sure that you experiment with that and practice with it and doing screenshots. Most of the computers will have a little like print screen button on your laptop or your computer, and usually when you press that button, it'll take a screenshot of your screen. So you want to definitely have some photos for the online classes too, although you probably won't have as many as you would have for in-person class. So just make sure that if you do the online classes, you take a few photos. It's great because you can share them online and people can see how, what you do in your class and how fun they are. But for in-person classes, of course, I recommend the photos as well. And you can just use your phone. You don't have to get like a special camera or anything like that. Nothing special. Just use your smartphone. Most of them all have cameras on them. Just make sure that you keep your phone kind of steady. Make sure that you don't make it like blurry or something like that. But generally just take some photos. And I like to usually start with even a photo before the class starts, when the table's all set up and nice and done and you're ready to start. Go ahead and take a photo of that. Maybe take a couple photos of the venue as well, so that you have that for future classes. And then also during the class, I recommend usually taking at least one photo per the number of people. So let's say you have 15 people for your class. I want you to take at least about 15 photos. And that doesn't have to be about one for each person, not like that, but just generally about 15 photos for about 15 people. So during the class, take a few photos here and there. And then also at the end of the class is a great time, of course, when people are finishing up and when they're done. Most of the time people are already going around and taking photos anyway. So I usually like to go over and just like take a photo along with them as they're taking a photo. But then also really important too is take a group photo. Those are really, really fun because it's also really impactful because you can have that, showing how fun your class was and the product that they all finished and all did the nice thing. And usually they come out super great. So it's nice to have that group photo of everyone together, along with all the other photos you've taken. So, and then also make sure that you kind of go through and just edit your photos after. You can crop them out, you can brighten them if they need to be brightened. Just take a minute to just review the photos before you post them. Some people post them a little quick and sometimes they're just not really clear, and it's better to have no photo than to have a blurry photo. So I'd rather, if it didn't come out right, just delete that one or something, but generally try to post the best photos that you have. It's better to take more photos than less because you have more choices to choose from for photos to do, but just take a second to edit them. Most phones will have the same editor for your phone. It's not like a special app that you have to buy or anything like that. It's already on your phone, and just, crop them out. Like if you see some stuff in the background that doesn't need to be there, just, crop the photo, make it a little smaller, and then make sure that it's brightened up and nice and good. Don't make it too bright because it'll like wash it out, but just make it, just check the photos and see if they need some editing. So, and then you want to post them on your social media. So on your Facebook page, Instagram, stuff like that. You can put on your stories, things like that. So it's good to do that because people like to see what goes on in the class. And they also like to see themselves. The people that go to your classes like to go back to your page and see themselves, and usually they tag themselves in it. They'll share it to their pages, to their personal pages, and that's also a really good way to do, word of mouth marketing. So it's just really a good thing all around. It gives you the photos for your event to show, your experience and all the classes that you've done. And then also it gives the people a chance to tag themselves and to share to their pages and to show their friends what they did. And then it'll also help with the word of mouth marketing to get the word out about your company and what you do. So again, I just wanted to share a couple tips about photos with you, and then I'll talk to you guys next week. All right, thanks.